in Good morning, it's Wednesday, January 8th, 2025. Mental health is real. Seek help, end the stigma. On the news this morning, victims of Port Harcourt gas explosion later rest as police confirmed death toll. Obiakpor Council seals gas station following recent ban. Fire guts shops around Rumuola, Port Harcourt. NCDC reveals Nigeria's risk level for human metapneumovirus HMPV. On the foreign scene, wildfire explodes in Los Angeles. I'm Ifichuku Moyali with the news. Now, the police have confirmed that 3 of the 18 victims of the gas explosion in Port Harcourt have died. The police spokesperson in River State, Grace Iringikoko, who made this known, said the victims suffered varying degrees of burns from the explosion. She said the commissioner of police and his management team visited the victims in the hospital and sympathized with the family members who lost their loved ones. Now, earlier, one of the neighbors of the victims, Michael Todwe, told our correspondent who visited the hospital that a phone repairer identified as Ayo and his daughter were among the 3 people who died from their injuries. Mr. Todwe also said his other neighbor who died from the explosion has been buried at a cemetery.
The thing affects my shop somehow. So today say we just come back for cemetery. We'll go bury one of our colleague who dey near us. So the matter really affects many people. Like this now, many people there in the hospital. 3 people don't die already. That's what we are facing. That one is just a little girl. It's one of my neighbors just dey near my shop. See my shop, so she just 16, 17 years. My neighbor, see my shop, see her shop over there. So we used to relate together. She dey sell clothes for boutique. Yeah, they don't bury her. We just they come back from the cemetery when we go bury her today. Just now.
Our correspondent who also visited the scene of the incident reports that 13 lock-up shops and 2 makeshift stores were affected by the explosion. The plazas beside and opposite the scene of the incident, housing mostly boutiques and salons, are also closed due to the effect of the fire. The scene has now been sealed off by the River State Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development. Meanwhile, River State Commissioner for Health, Adeze Ore, says the State University Teaching Hospital is currently managing about 16 victims of the gas explosion.
It brings us to recognize the fact that many commercial activities have implications for lives, livelihoods of citizens and residents of the state. And so while we in health are doing the utmost to ensure the survival of those who were transferred to our facilities from the site, we are still going further to engage directly with the other relevant line ministries to ensure that clear guidelines are communicated to the public and so that the lives of the people of the state are always protected.
In the meantime, a cooking gas station was sealed in Rumuokuta Obiakpor local government area on Tuesday. The council chairman, Chijioke Huo, sealed the station after he announced a ban on gas stations within residential areas on Monday following the Orazi gas explosion. Mr. Huo said the government is determined to do the right thing to forestall future occurrences. In another development, a fire broke out at a plaza in Rumuadolo along Rumuola axis of the Port Harcourt metropolis on Tuesday, damaging goods worth millions of naira. The fire is said to have started from the ceiling of a restaurant and bar following an electric spark. Our correspondent who visited the area reports that there were no casualties. A provision store and a pharmacy were affected. Apologies for that. A provision store and a pharmacy were affected. 2 trucks of the fire service swiftly arrived and helped put out the fire. Moving on, the River State government has donated a transformer to Block A Waterlines building and another to Majesty Estate, Ozoba, Port Harcourt. The Block A Waterlines building hosts agencies such as the Port Harcourt Chamber of Commerce, River State Tax Appeal Commission, River State Contributory Health Protection Program, Nigerian Immigration Service, and Investment and Security Tribunal. The State Commissioner for Power, Solomon Abel Eke, who represented the governor during the donations on Tuesday, said the ministry's electricity roadmap aims to provide all communities in the state with a steady power supply. He said the governor has paid fully for the installations of the transformers.
That's the kind of governor we have. A listening governor, somebody who feels your pain. This roadmap is in our budget already. It states that the people of Rivers State, anywhere you like, find yourself, you are going to enjoy 24 hours electricity. And we also diversify it into other means. There are areas that we may use solar to generate electricity. There are areas, like he has already started, by waste to power. And other alternative source of power is in that our roadmap. Before the expiration of the tenure of the governor of Rivers State, we should achieve 24 hours electricity.
Mr. Abel Eke drummed support for Governor Fubara, saying the state governor is interested in creating an environment that will add value to the people of Rivers State.
That is the kind of governor we have, that is using his brain, his experience, his contact to make sure that he creates an environment that will add value to the resources of Rivers people. And he's going to do more for us so that he will create other opportunities that our businesses will flourish by bringing steady power in Rivers. You know, a lot of business will stand up, not be so? Yes. And so we don't have any excuse not to give our people 24 hours electricity. So continue to pray for the governor, continue to support all that he's doing. Our businesses will flourish. Our children will go to school.
The President, Port Harcourt Chamber of Commerce, Chinyere Nwogwa, the Chairman, River State Tax Appeal Commission, Justice Ben Ubari, a representative for Investment and Securities Tribunal, and the Chairman of the Majesty Estate, Aleke Pius, spoke.
That is the kind of governor we have, that is using his brain, his experience, his contact to make sure that he creates an environment.
We promise that we're going to utilize it in a manner that we'll be proud of, in a manner that is sustainable, in a manner that it will last. Please tell the governor that we're behind him.
We hereby express our profound gratitude to His Excellency for coming to our aid. He is a listening and caring governor who knows the yearnings and problems of the civil service.
He has ensured that we are digitized, so I want to use this opportunity to thank His Excellency for his people-oriented projects. This power supply for us is a game changer.
This will go a very long way in the ease of doing business, even for us in the Investments and Securities Tribunal.
Our dear governor, whose red pen never run dry, out of his old kindness, because he's a governor for the people, he decided to found the need and he approved a one transformer for us. On behalf of the estate, we say thank you.
Now, correspondent Martha Okere reports that the Commissioner for Power, Solomon Abel Eke, condoled with families of victims of the gas explosion at Orazi in Port Harcourt. Away from that, the lawyer of Oginiwa community in Obiakpo local government area of River State, Munoye Ehuoba, says the people of the community want the public to disregard the rumors that it mandated anyone to receive any form of compensation or engage in any form of negotiations for payment of compensation for the Oginiwa slaughter land matter, which is in court. In a statement, Mr. Ehuoba of the Afeba Balola Chambers said in the event of any form of negotiations arising from the resolution of the issues between parties, the leave of court must first be sought for that purpose through the community's lawyer, who shall lead the team of members from the Oginiwa community. The statement further warned that any person who proceeds to embark on any form of negotiations or payment of compensation to anybody does so at his or her own peril. On the spot, the paramount ruler of the Oginiwa community, Eze G.B. Odum, clarified that he has not mandated anyone to collect any form of compensation on his behalf. He threatened to sue those peddling the rumor. The king spoke through a female interpreter.
I challenge the talebearers to publish their evidence. If not, legal suits will be instituted for defamation of my name. The Governor of Rivers State, His Excellency Similaye Fubara, GSSRS, addressed us in Government House to remain peaceful, assuring a favorable outcome of the matter. As a government-recognized traditional ruler, I also called my people to continue remaining peaceful and non-violent, pending when the matter is resolved. This has been my position. I have never sent anyone to collect any money pertaining the said land on my behalf. Neither have I collected a dime from anyone myself.
Still to come, NCDC reveals Nigeria's risk level for human metapneumovirus, HMPV. Stay with us.
Quality training is
You're welcome back, and now the rest of the news. Chiefs and elders of Elipokwodo community in Obiakpo local government area of Rivers State sent a Save Our Soul message to the Rivers State government and security agencies over the activities of land grabbers in the area. In a media briefing, the spokesperson of Elipokwodo Council of Chiefs and Elders, Eze Ohonda Mbakiri, said the recent invasion has gotten to their backyards. Now, Eze Mbakiri accused Eze Bekwele Weliatam of Romaholo and Mike Oyagiri of Kirikost Global Resources Limited of invading their land with armed thugs.
Our land has been invaded by land grabbers, led by Chief Bekwele Atam and Managing Director Grigos Global Resources, Mike Oyagri from Edo State. They have connived and invaded our land with thugs and cultists in order to undo Elebokodo people as to take over our property. They are even trying to drive some of us away from our houses. We call on the Rivers State government to come to our aid, the local government chairman to also come to our aid and see with their eyes what is happening at our backyard.
On the spot, Eze Mekele Odu said the land Ohiamili Elipokodo is not in contention, warning buyers against wasting their money.
We're also informing the general public that anybody who is buying land from these people are doing so at their own risk. So if there is breakdown of law and order in that place, I think Bekwele Atam should be held responsible. We are therefore calling on the Commissioner of Police to investigate the land grabbing activities masterminded by Bekwele Atam of Romawolo, who has currently hired the services of land grabbers in the person of Michael Oyagri, the Managing Director of Grigorous Global Resources. They have currently invaded our land, which had never been in contention with anybody.
Now, when contacted, Mr. Oyagiri said he is working for Rumagolo, adding that Elipokodo chiefs and elders should settle boundary disputes with Rumagolo paramount ruler and chiefs. Also, Ezewele Atam said the land belongs to Rumagolo and not Elipokodo community. Moving on, a politician and philanthropist, Chijioke Amadi, has donated food items and thousands of naira to widows in Rumolumeni community to elevate them from hardship and to commemorate his birthday. Mr. Amadi also supported the youth with registration for the JAM examination, empowerment of small-scale businesses and hosting of the Onuwo community. Accompanied by friends and family members during the donation ceremony, Mr. Amadi said the gesture is in line with an age-long desire to celebrate his birthday with widows and the less privileged in society.
Students as well as others. As the resources come, we will expand. So if you're not among those people, I know it will reach you. We are seeing you. He has supported what I'm doing here with 1 million naira. Now, don't say, so he has looked at before he decided to support, but the faces he's seeing here. So I'm gonna, as many that we have not reached out to, we will expand. So we'll keep reaching out and make our...
On the spot, the public relations officer of the Akpo Consultative Assembly, Honest Amadi, commended Mr. Amadi for the donations. He also called on good-spirited Nigerians to emulate the gesture.
Gesture is one that is worthy of emulation. It's something that everybody should emulate. Ordinarily, like I said before, anybody who says the project that he has at hand will say, guy, you have this kind of project and you're doing this kind of thing. So it's worthy of emulation. We will say that he should keep it up, and some of us will come for it.
Some of the beneficiaries expressed their gratitude for the gesture.
I've been looking for this opportunity for a very long time, but there was nobody to sponsor me. So when I heard about it, I was very excited. And I say, may God bless him richly for my goal and my dream. I've always wanted to be a graduate, but once you always come along the line. So finally, the opportunity is here again. So I'm very happy for it.
Away from that, the President General Obako Eche Worldwide, Silas Ayanwo, has charged religious leaders in the Eche ethnic nationality to use the pulpit to fight against cultism, money rituals, laundering, and other social ills in the area. Dr. Ayanwo gave the charge at the celebration of the 2024 Eche Praise Day organized by the Christian Association of Nigeria, Eche branch. He said Eche people are known for their peaceful disposition and decency, pointing out that any form of criminality must not only be condemned, but the perpetrators made to face the law. He acknowledged the effort of the council chairman in the fight towards making the area crime-free. He, however, enjoined the Christian Association of Nigeria to prevail on their members to preach to the conscience of the people, particularly parents, on the need to bring up their children in the way of God. He urged the clan leadership to embark on an aggressive reorientation of the youth to embrace the path of dignity and morality as against criminality to avoid destroying their future. In other news, the Nigeria Center for Disease Control (NCDC) says the country is at moderate risk of human metapneumovirus (HMPV). In a public health advisory, the agency said the federal government is closely monitoring the outbreak of the virus and is taking safety measures to strengthen the country's preparedness and response capacity. We go on another short commercial break. When we come back, we'll wrap up the news.
The executive chair.
And now on the international scene, the city of Los Angeles has declared a state of emergency as a wildfire exploded from 10 acres to more than 2,900 acres in mere hours. Fire Chief Christine Crowley says more than 30,000 people are under evacuation orders and 13,000 buildings are under threat. Now, on the news this morning, you heard one of the victims of the Port Harcourt gas explosion was laid to rest on Tuesday, as the police confirmed that 3 victims died from their injuries. Fire has gutted shops around Rumola, Port Harcourt. NCDC says the country is at moderate risk for human metapneumovirus. On the foreign scene, a wildfire has exploded in Los Angeles. The news was edited by Chioma Ezinwafo. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721 7215. I am Ifechukwu Moyele. Many thanks for listening.